Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson on unitary method. What is unitary method? Unitary method is a method to find the value of one unit of a given quantity in order to find the value of the required number of units of that quantity. Let's take for example, let's say the cost of 5 chocolates is equal to rupees 10. Now if I ask you, what will the cost of one chocolate be? Yes, it will be rupees 2, right? But how did we get the value of one unit rupees 2 when only we had these two quantities, which is 5 chocolate and rupees 10? So what kind of operation did we apply? Yes, we applied the operation of division. So it is 10 divided by 5. So therefore cost of one chocolate will be equal to rupees 10 divided by the number of chocolates, that is 5, which will be equal to rupees 2. Now what is the use of finding the value of one unit of any quantity? It will help you to find the value of any number of units of that quantity. Let's say if I ask you, what will be the price of 2 chocolates? It will be 4. If I ask you what is the cost of 4 chocolates, you will say 8. Now how are we able to find that? We will simply multiply the value of one unit with the required number of units. So if I have to find the cost of 8 chocolates, what can we do? We can simply multiply the cost of one unit, that is rupees 2, by the number of units that is required, that is 8, which will give you rupees 16. So the cost of 8 chocolates is rupees 16. So once you are able to find the value of one unit, you will be able to find the value of any required number of units of a given quantity or item. Let's take the first question. If 6 kg of rice costs rupees 93, find the cost of 14 kg of rice. Now if you observe, here you will see the value of 6 kg of rice, or the cost is given. We have to find the cost of 14 kg of rice. Now in order to find 14 kg, first we can find the price of 1 kg of rice. That is finding one unit, value of 1 unit of a quantity. So let's write what is given. Cost of 6 kg of rice is equal to rupees 93. Therefore cost of 1 kg of rice will be equal to, what will we do to find the value of 1 unit? We will divide the value by the given number of units. So rupees 93 divided by 6, that will give you rupees 93 by 6. Now you can leave it in a fractional form. Now 93 divided by 6 can be written as 93 by 6. This also means division. Now we cannot reduce it completely, so let's leave it in the fractional form. We'll solve it later. So find the cost of 14 kg now. So we know the cost of 1 kg of rice is rupees 93 by 6. So what will the cost of 14 kg be? We'll simply multiply the price of 1 kg rice by 14 kg. So therefore, cost of 14 kg of rice is equal to rupees 93 by 6 multiplied by 14. Now let's solve this. 3 will go, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 2 1s are 2, 2 7s are 14. So 31 into 7 will give you rupees 217. So the cost of 14 kg of rice is 217. So finally we can say, hence 14 kg of rice costs rupees 217. Clear? Next question. A boy runs 930 meter in going round a field 3 times. What distance will he cover if he goes round the field 10 times? Now let's say there is a field. Okay, so in this field the boy runs 930 meter by running 3 times, or you can say 3 rounds. Okay, so he went 1 round, 2 round and 3 rounds. So total 3 rounds when he took, he covered 930 meter. Now they are asking, what distance will he cover if he goes around the field 10 times? So first we can find the distance by going 1 round. So we can say distance covered by the boy in 3 rounds is equal to 930 meter. Now we can find, therefore, distance covered by the boy in 1 round will be equal to 930 divided by, here 3 rounds is equal to 930, so we will divide by 3, that is in meters. So let's find the value. This will be equal to 310 meter. So we know that 1 round of the field is equal to 310 meter. Now once we know that 1 round of the field is 310 meter, we can find the distance in covering 10 rounds. So let's find, therefore, distance to be covered in 10 rounds will be equal to the distance covered in 1 round, that is 310, multiplied by the total number of rounds, that is 10. So that will be equal to 3100 meter. Clear? So this is the required answer. But if you observe, it is written 3100 meter. Now for being 1 kilometer we require 1000 meter. So it means here we have 3100 meter. We can convert this into kilometer, right? So let's divide 3100 by 1000. in order to change it into kilometer. So 1000 3 times will give us 3000. So if we subtract, we are left with 100 as the remainder. So the quotient will function as the kilometer part and the denominator will function as the meter part. So because it requires 1000 meter to become a kilometer, so we leave 100 meter as it is. So we can write, hence the boy will cover 3 kilometer and 100 meter if he goes round the field 10 times. Clear? Next question. Sachida earns rupees 1,30,500 in 9 months. In how many months does he earn rupees 72,500? Now here you can observe that they are asking about the months that will be needed to earn rupees 72,500. So it's not the amount of rupees that we have to find. We have to find the duration, the time. So always remember, whatever thing you have to find, you try to keep it on the right side of this equal sign. So we will place the time on the other side and find the value of 1 unit of rupees. Let's do it. So time taken by Sachida to earn rupees 1,30,500 is equal to 9 months. Now we can find the time taken by Sachida to earn rupee 1, which will be equal to 9 months divided by 1,30,500, and they will be in months. So we can represent it as fraction as well. So 9 by 1,30,500 months. This also means division. Now let's not simplify it, let's leave it like this. So we have to find the number of months or the time that is required to find if he is earning rupees 72,500. So therefore time required to earn rupees 72,500 will be equal to 9 by 1,30,500 multiplied by 72,500 months. So let's simplify it now. So 0 cancel, 0 cancel. Okay. Now 5, 14 is 70 and 2, 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, carry 1, carry 3, 5 6 are 30, 5 1s are 5. Now we can divide this by 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 8s are 24, 3 7s are 21. Now again we can divide this by 3, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 9s are 27. Let's see if we can divide 145 by 29. So if we divide by 5, if we multiply 29 by 5, we'll get 145. So 29 1s are 29, 29 5s are 145. Clear? So the time required to earn rupees 72,500 will be equal to 5 months. So we can write, hence rupees 72,500 will be earned by Sachida in 5 months. Clear? Next question. The cost of 10 pencils is rupees 25 and the cost of 5 chart papers is rupees 10. How much money will you need to buy 5 pencils and 7 chart papers? Now here in this question, there are two quantities given, two different quantities. One is pencils and its value, and chart papers and its value. And finally they have asked the cost of 5 pencils and 7 chart papers combined together. So how much money will you need to buy 5 pencils and 7 chart papers? So if you find the cost of 1 pencil, we will be able to find the cost of 5 pencils. If you find the cost of 1 chart paper, we will be able to find the cost of 7 chart papers. So let's individually find them. First, let's start with the pencils. So cost of 10 pencils is equal to rupees 25. Therefore, cost of 1 pencil will be equal to rupees 25 divided by 10, right? So it means it is 25 by 10, or let's divide it and write it as 2.5. So rupees 2.5. Now we can find the cost of 5 pencils. Therefore, cost of 5 pencils is equal to cost of 1 pencil multiplied by 5 pencils, that is rupees 2.5 into 5, which will give you rupees 12.5. I hope you know how to multiply a decimal number by any number or two decimal numbers. So it will be 12.5. Now we can find the cost of 7 chart papers. So given cost of 5 chart papers, chart paper is equal to rupees 10. Okay, therefore cost of 1 chart paper will be equal to rupees 10 divided by 5. Okay, so 10 divided by 5 is equal to rupees 2. Now we have got the cost of 1 chart paper. We can find the cost of 7 chart papers. So cost of 7 chart papers will be equal to rupees 2, that is the price of one chart paper, multiplied by 7 chart papers. That will give you rupees 14. So you have got the cost of 5 pencils and the cost of 7 chart papers. Now you have to find how much money will he need, है ना? How much money will we need to buy 5 pencils and 7 chart papers? So we'll add the cost of 5 pencils and the cost of 7 chart papers together. So we can say cost of 5 pencils and 7 chart papers will be equal to rupees 12.5 plus rupees 14. That will be equal to rupees 26.5. So we can write, hence rupees 26.5 will be required to buy 5 pencils and 7 chart papers. Next, a laborer earns rupees 5,400 in 12 days. How much will he earn in 7 days? In how many days will he earn rupees 9,450? So this question has two parts. One where they are asking how much will he earn in 7 days, and the next they are asking in how many days will he earn rupees 9,450. Let's take the first part. So for this we'll require the amount that he earns in 1 day. So we know in 12 days he earns rupees 5,400. So let's do it. So amount earned by laborer in 12 days is equal to rupees 5,400. Therefore, amount earned by laborer in 1 day will be equal to rupees 5,400 divided by 12. Now what will we get after dividing? Let's divide. 12 4s are 48, then 12 5s are 60 and 0. So rupees 450. That is the amount earned by laborer in 1 day. Now we have been asked how much he will earn in 7 days. So therefore, amount to be earned by the laborer in 7 days is equal to rupees 450, that is 1 day's earning, multiplied by the number of days, that is 7, which will give you rupees 700 7 5s are 35, 7 4s are 28 plus 3 31, rupees 3,150 will be his earning in 7 days. So the first part of the question is over. Now let's solve the second part. So here we need the number of days that he will require to earn rupees 9,450. So we can keep the days on the right side now. So we can say number of days taken by the laborer to earn rupees 5,400. So how many days did he take? 12 days. So how many days did he take? 12 days. So we can find number of days taken by the laborer to earn rupee 1. That will be equal to 12 divided by 5,400 days. So he will take 12 divided by 5,400 days. Okay. So we can find, now leave the fraction, leave it like this. Okay. Let's not solve it. We'll solve it later. So we can say now, therefore, number of days the laborer will take to earn how much? Rupees 9,450. Rupees 9,450. So here we know rupee 1 he will earn in this many days. So this amount, that is 9,450, he will earn in how many days? We'll just multiply that. So it is 12 by 5,400. So we can write 12 by 5,400, which means the same thing as division, into 9,450 days. So let's cancel it out. So 12 will go 450 times. Then let's cancel out the zeros. 5 9s are 45. 5 1s are 5, carry 4. 5 8s are 40, carry 4. 45, that is 5 9s are 45. So 9 1s are 9, 9 2s are 18, 9 1s are 9. That is 21 days. Equal to 21 days. So we can write, hence rupees 3,150 will be earned by the laborer in how many days? 7 days. And he will take how many days? 21 days. 21 days to earn rupees 9,450. So that's all for today's lesson. Thank you.